When I moved to Hillcrest Pines, I thought I was starting fresh. After years of renting, I had saved enough to buy my dream home in a quiet, tree-lined neighborhood. I was excited to settle down, but little did I know, my peace would soon be disturbed by Karen, the HOA president. The first time I met Karen, she knocked on my door a few days after I moved in. I was still unpacking when she showed up with a clipboard and a stack of papers.
Hello, I'm Karen, president of the HOA.
She said with a stiff smile.
I just wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood.
I shook her hand, still unsure of what an HOA even was. She handed me a bundle of papers listing rules and regulations for the neighborhood, like maintaining the yard, not painting your house a weird color, and making sure no one put up a fence without approval. Seemed fine, I thought, so I nodded politely. But then Karen added something that completely threw me off.
Oh, and you can't actually fully move in until you've submitted a formal approval request.
As if it was the most normal thing in the world. I was speechless. What do you mean? I've already signed the papers and moved in. She smiled tightly.
You still need approval. It's part of the HOA process. You have to get the board's permission before you can settle in completely.
I stared at her. So, you're saying I need permission to live in my own house?
Correct.
She said, as if this was standard procedure.
We like to make sure everything stays up to our high standards here.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had just bought the house, but now Karen was telling me I couldn't live there without her approval. It sounded like a power grab, and I didn't know how to respond. I tried to ignore her, hoping she would just go away. But Karen wasn't done. Every few days, she would send me emails about the approval process, reminding me that I couldn't settle in without meeting all of her rules. She would even knock on my door, checking on the progress of my approval paperwork, and tell me to get the forms in order. I had had enough. I called the HOA office to see if this was really how things were supposed to work. The receptionist told me Karen was overstepping and that I didn't need her approval to live in my house. I was relieved, but also furious that Karen had been bullying me. With that new knowledge, I decided it was time to confront Karen. I went to her house, knocked on the door, and when she answered, I told her I was done with her nonsense. I've talked to the HOA office, I said, trying to stay calm. They said I don't need your approval to live here. Karen's smile faded, and she crossed her arms.
That's not how it works here in Hillcrest Pines. You still need to follow the process or face fines.
I wasn't backing down. Karen, I'm living in my house, and I'm not going to keep following your unreasonable demands. She scoffed.
If you don't follow the rules, I'll report you to the authorities.
But Karen wasn't ready to give up. In her desperation, she filed a false report against me, accusing me of violating community rules. That was the final straw. The officers arrested Karen for filing a false report and harassment. As she was led away in handcuffs, I couldn't believe what had just happened. The neighborhood was in shock. Karen's actions had led to her downfall. The HOA quickly reassigned her position and made it clear her behavior would no longer be tolerated. Life in Hillcrest Pines started returning to normal. The new HOA president emphasized fairness and respect for everyone's rights. As for me, I could finally relax and enjoy my new home, free from Karen's constant interference.